Hey, welcome to the Quick Speed Shop. My name's Josh, and today I'm going to do a little tutorial on some ceiling lights. We're going to swap these guys out. They're T8 fixtures. We're going to put in some new 5000K LEDs I bought on Amazon, and hopefully it'll take the light level, and take it up brighter. So here we go. Let's get started. All right, so I'm in my shop here. It's got an 8-foot ceiling. This is where I do my car builds. If you guys are new to the channel, this is a shop. It's 16 feet wide. It's 38 feet long. I can do, well, it's kind of a hoarded mess right now because I'm in the middle of a build, but I've got these lights. These are T8 fixtures. There's 2 lights per fixture, and these are 4100 T8 lamps. I think they're 4000K, something like that, which means they're a little on the yellow scale. And these are actually LEDs, but they're also 4000K, and these are a mix match or whatever. So I've got some new lights I bought on Amazon. I'll show you those in a second. I got some 2-packs of 5000K LEDs, and how I want to install them is I'm going to remove all these grungy old junk fixtures that I've just pieced together, and I'm going to run outlets down the center of the ceiling, and the new lights are going to plug into the outlets. And then over here on the wall I have a switch which runs the lights. I actually got the lights staged. I'm going to make the lights all one shot eventually, but right now I've got the lights on a switch. So I've got a circuit panel over here, circuit breaker, 20 amp circuit coming through conduit, feeding this. The switch leg goes down to the switch and back up, and then it does these lights. So I want to maintain my switched functionality over here. So this switch is still going to run the outlets. I'm going to put up some 4 square boxes here. These are 4 squares, and I'm going to put these metal outlet covers on the front of it with a duplex outlet. These are going to get mounted to the ceiling, and then the lights will plug into this, but they'll all be controlled by that switch over on the wall. Shop ceiling lights. It's not 10, it's 16. Here we go. Boom. So I've killed the breaker, so that's safe to work on. These lights here are actually fed out of the panel. They're on another switch over here. Eventually I'm going to hook them up onto the same circuit. Let's go ahead and get a workstation going. Here are some lights. But I'll set you up on the fast motion video action here. I'm going to demo out these fixtures, take the lamps out, demo out the fixtures. I can reuse a lot of the conduit. I'm going to put an outlet here, an outlet, and then I've got these 2 things over here to use outlets. And so let's get into it. Okay, I got all the lights demoed out here, and these are the wires that did feed it. I've pulled the wire out that went all the way through. Luckily, my switch leg, I had a junction on it here, this white wire nut, so I was able to unhook it and just pull it back over to the other box on the other side. So now I can refeed it through. But here's what we're doing. I've bent up the first piece of conduit, and I did my box offset a little too steep. I'm not a professional electrician, so don't critique me here. So I had to do a little rolled offset, but anyways, it's close enough. So I got the box hanging here. I've got to measure the piece of conduit for the other side. This is 1/2 inch EMT. Here I've got a strap holding it up. I got it already landed in this box, and it's just floating in this one, so because I'm gonna have to put them together. But here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to pull new wire from this box where I got junctions into here. It'll hook to the outlet. This is where I'll have a junction that will feed this way as well to do the lights this way, and then continue on, and it will go back to that box. So I've got to pull new wire from that box and this box to the middle, and that's fine. And my switch lay will go all the way through. So I'm going to mount this up. I'm going to bend up another piece of conduit, get this mounted firm, and then these lights over here, I'm just going to put boxes where they land. The new lights have a cord end on them, so it's going to be okay to reach over, but I'm just going to land an outlet over there, or I might extend it a little bit and put it in the center. But either way, I'm just going to land these here. These might get moved in the future, but I want to establish my center line here. So we're going to go off of this box, and we're going to go that way and pick up all these other lights that I showed you originally that were on a separate switch. They'll all be controlled by this circuit eventually, and everything will be made up right here in this box. All right, on the floor here, I'll show you how I use the conduit bender to bend this. I'm going to come back. I'm going to measure 5 inches on the conduit on either end. This is just how I do it. I'm sure there's lots of ways, and like I said, I'm not an electrician by trade, so don't skewer me. But this will get the job done. Got my 1/2-inch conduit bender here. I'm going to go stick the conduit in the bender. I'm hitting the camera. I'm going to leave, I don't know, about a 1/2 inch sticking out of it. I'm going to set it on the ground. I'm going to step on the foot. I'm going to bend it, I don't know, about 30 degrees or so, if that. And then I'm going to come to flip it around 180 degrees, and I'm going to go to the mark on here. There's a take-up mark. I'm going to put this here, this mark on the black mark. I made it 5 inches. That is 180 degrees out of phase for the first bend I did. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to roll that, my foot, roll it back up. So this piece is level now, and that put a little kick in it, and that'll get down to the box. And I've got to do this on both ends. So when you want to do the other end to make it match, you've got to set the conduit like this with the hump facing down here, and then I'm going to bend this piece up just like I did there, but it's got to be, that bend has got to be sticking up. This way it'll make them both match. I'll do my first bend right about there. Come back to my 5-inch mark, like that. Looks good, right like that. Now, I've got a double box offset on both ends that matches the same way. Now we can go over here and install it and mount the box. I got to pull these wires out of the box out of the way. Can take this, stick it in here, and I'll have to come over here. Yeah, I made this box set up. This box set is a lot tighter. The first one I got overzealous. I hadn't done it in a while, and I couldn't remember exactly how far to go when I went too far. So this isn't going to match, but like I said, not a professional. So let's see, I shouldn't have put that strap clamp in there. Loosen that up a little bit. Nope. Loosen her up. Okay. Now, because I got to fight this, cheat the box together because of the connector. Whoop. Come on, you want it. Yep. You got it. You can do it. That screw is jamming me up here. You can do it. There we go. Nice. That goes there. Now, let me re-dangle my angle here. I don't know the strap width rules, for the code. This is just at my home garage, so we're just gonna do one in the middle. It's gonna be good enough for what I'm doing. So there we go. I got the box offset. That's a lot cleaner now. This is a little overzealous, like I said, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm just going to eyeball this clamp in the center of the conduit run. It's going to be good. There's probably rules so far from the box. I'm sure there is. But since these boxes are so close together, I'm sure one strap is going to be fine. That looks about centered, close enough. Oh yeah, so that's tight. I'm just going to take my screwdriver and tighten up the 1/2-inch box connectors. These are a set screw that touches the conduit and locks it in place like that. And then I'll get a couple of screws and I'll screw this box right fast to the wood here. Lock it into place once I get this guy locked on. All right. Box is nice and securely mounted to the ceiling. I've got a ground tail, pigtail sticking out of here. Now that you've seen that, let me go ahead and I'm going to run my other conduits down, get my other boxes landed. We'll land all the boxes, then we'll come back, we'll do some wiring here. So I'll land all the boxes, right now, and then we'll check it out. Okay, I've got all my conduits run. This is the main middle box that branches off everything. I've connected the wires back up on both sides. I had to actually pull new wire in, new 12 gauge THHN wire. And I've got my switch leg passing straight through. These are the hots and the for all the lights 3 ways here. I'm going to be putting this outlet on here. This is a 15 amp outlet. There's no cross piece in the neutral side for a 20 amp outlet. This is rated, I'm just plugging lights in so it doesn't matter, but the outlet, the circuit is rated for 20 amps, so it's okay to have this 15 amp outlet here. I just ran out of outlets. All the other ones I put in are 20 amps. If you look over there and stuff, I got everything else put together. I'll show you how I make this up. I got all these wires cut the length, and I've got a pigtail on the outlet. So this way, when you put the wires together with a pigtailed outlet, if this outlet ever went bad, like bad contact or whatever, all your other outlets would continue to function, and this one would be dead, so it would be that one. Instead of daisy chaining through the outlet, then you'd lose everything downstream of it if it went bad. So this way, you can just replace this unit. We got some bigger wire nuts here that can accommodate all these number 12 wires. So I'm going to start just with my hots. I got blue wire here. This wire is red. On the outlet, it doesn't matter. Twist all my wires together. Obviously the breaker is off. Obviously, if you're not comfortable with wiring, you'd want somebody that was comfortable with wiring to do this part for you so you don't set your garage on fire or your house on fire or whatever. I know enough to be dangerous, so that's why I'm doing it. Most residential applications of it, you would have Romex wiring, which would be solid conductor wire. This is all stranded wire. This is more industrial usage, but I ran all conduit in my garage so I could do things like adding lights and changing things. It was very easy for me just to rewire all these lights by moving some conduit around, moving the wires around, and able to add and redo everything here. There's a neutral side. Now I'll just put all the grounds together. The box is grounded. This is your ground pigtail for the box. The outlet's grounded. So everything is grounded. Every box is grounded. The outlet is grounded to the box and grounded to the system. Back to the panel. So everything's got a ground. All right, now you don't have to do this step, but I like to tape the wires just for precaution. That helps have them stay together, and not in case something happened, they loosened up, you wouldn't have a wire come jumping out. And I don't have regular electrical tape. I ran out. I got this wide tape, but it's all good. It just actually goes on in a couple passes. I'm done. here. I just want to get these, just make sure that if anything gets wild, it stays in there. Don't see any wires hanging out. I'm good to go. Bam. Now you notice over here I just added an outlet here to my existing run. I added an outlet over there for that light. And then we got the feed here through the center outlet down over that box. I got my switch leg on the wall. And then back here, going through here, I've got another set and then 2 more. So I'm going to put like 10 lights in here. The one in the back I shortened up because of the garage door height. I'm a little nervous about running out of height, so I'm going to run the lights. The lights are pretty short or shallow, so I'm going to run them long ways, but plug into the cord back here. So the cords in the plug ends out of the way of the door. And these lights are on an existing switch, but these will get demoed out once they get done. I just left them on for working. So now everything is installed as it should be. The first thing we're going to do, come over to the panel. Breaker 16 is this light, so I'm going to hit it and make sure nothing pops. Ready? Here we go. That's a good sign. The outlets are all still dead though until I go over here and hit the switch. We'll hit the shop switch. Oh, the shop switch is on actually. The switch was already on. Right now the only light that's on the shop switch is the one over the workbench. That's a T12, but it's a 5000K T12, and I'm just going to leave it for now because it's going to be a little difficult for me to get to it. I'll swap it out to LED later. Alright, these are the lights. They come just like kind of wrapped in shrink wrap. They're really light duty. They're $100, $120 for 10 of them. They got a cord with a rocker switch. They also have an end on them where you can daisy chain them together, but I'm using the outlets obviously. So up here, I already installed 2 of them. Let me turn this off. Just 2 of them. And let me turn this off. Just 2 of them I can see already are pretty bright. They shine all the way around, but as you can see, I'm lit up pretty good over here, and that's just 2. I'm going to put in 10 altogether, but they're 5000K, so they're a nice bright white light. It was awful grungy in here. Let me go ahead, and I'm just going to install them real fast. So actually, I should tell you how they mount. They've got chains if you want to do them with chains, or they got these little clips that you can clip that you screw to the ceiling. And since I'm doing a surface mount on the ceiling, that's what I'm doing here. Hold on one second. They've got chains like standard lights, or they got these little metal clips here. Do you see that? And they just snap in, so you surface mount these to the ceiling. And then that's how I've got these mounted, just a surface mount application. Wow, here we go. It is definitely whiter in here and brighter. I've actually got 9 of the lights up. I went back here, I put the one up and it lit this back area up, which I don't usually work in. It just like hangs out, and it lit it up pretty good. So I just got one going there. These 2 I just got taped in position onto the old lights because I got to demo the old lights out and the rest electric, but it's too late for me to do that now. So I've just got that looking out there. But man, it really added some bright white light up here. Man, I really like it. It's a whiter light. I've actually got some more light over here in this area than I had. It's throwing it some more, and I think it's going to work good. These are just cheap fixtures from Amazon. If you look up LED 2-foot fixtures, I don't know who makes them. They just sell them cheap. And the beauty of the cords is if they go bad, I just unplug them, throw another one up. And I'm going to zip tie all the cords up, you know, tight. I can zip tie them to the conduits, clean it all up. I just got it up here. It's taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to take, and I've got to get to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. But man, it's 5,000K in here for now, that's for sure. They really brightened it up. And if I need any more light, if I find like a dark area, I can always add more. That, like they said, they daisy chain. You can plug them end to end. I can add another one like over if I want to put it's a little dark over there or whatever. I can add another one over there and daisy chain them together. But it's adding some extra light to my shop so I can see. And I think it's a worthwhile investment. For a 10-pack was like 120 bucks shipped to the house. So how can you beat that? Got rid of all my old grungy fixtures and went with some new LED 5000K lights. So if you're looking to do something like this at your home, garage, or shop, they're super easy to install, pretty cheap, and they put out a lot of light. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to get back on car stuff with my new lights, be able to see what's going on now. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Bam! Lit right up here like a Christmas tree at the Quick Speed Shop. I'm a professional. Don't try this at home.